Feel like, you know.
All right. Yeah. Once again, it's on, man. Green Room Podcast, Detroit. Like episode 8, man. You know we got to keep it great. We got my man Ken Vishis. You know what I'm saying?
Gang.
Legendary.
Salute.
Alien gang. Y'all see the spaceships and aliens peeking and shit in the background and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got my man Ken Vishis in the building today, man. What's up with you, my guy?
Pleasure, man. It's
You know
a
what I'm
pleasure
saying?
to be
We're gonna
here,
chop
bro.
it up and find out, man, a lot of things that y'all might not have knew. You know what I'm saying? Some of the things y'all might do know, or some of the things you might get some clarification on. You know what I'm saying? But we'll see what's up with my guy Ken Vicious today, man. As y'all can see, we smoking on some flavors.
Let's
You know
go.
what I'm saying? He pulled up with some flavors, so it's whatever y'all, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna keep it going today, man.
Anything you want.
What's good with you though, bro? For those that don't know, man, let them know where you from, man. You know, and your set, and you know, I know you got the Alien gang, you repping and all of that.
Yeah, I'm Kid Vicious, Detroit, Michigan. I represent Alien Gang. Shit, I'm a rapper. I do a little bit of rapping, and I do my best to be a mentor to the younger artists and younger people of the city and beyond.
That's dope. That's dope. You know, obviously, you know what I'm saying? You got to be of a certain stature to even be able to do that. You know what I'm saying? So what I want to know is like, you know, what you got going on right now. You know what I'm saying? And like pretty much how you get started and all of that. As far as on the music and all that. I know you got a lot of history in this shit. So
yeah, my story, it's kind of like a weird story, bro, because like because of who my brother is, I was able to get on the road in front of the crowds and shit like that fast. Okay. But I didn't have the experience at all to do it. You know what I'm saying?
So you had to learn on the fly. Matter of fact, who is your brother, matter of fact?
For those that don't know, my older brother is the legendary Royce the 5'9".
Salute.
The Montgomery boys, one of the big aliens of the Alien gang. And yeah, I mean, that's me. You know, me and Royce, the Montgomery boys, we've been on the road shit. Like, let me go back to my original shit. And I'm a ramble. I'm gonna warn you now. I ramble. I kind of scatter thought.
We here, bro. You know what I'm saying? We got enough. We should have enough blunts to get through this.
Yeah, I think so.
Hey, so you know, shit. I wouldn't know anyway. Like, how old was you? Like, did you get started with the shit? Because I know, like Royce, he older than you and shit, but. I don't know if y'all like got a huge gap in years, or you know what I'm saying, or did you start off seeing him doing it, and that's what made you, or how you come about
him doing it? Like I remember him doing it, bro. When I was young, I was like 6th grade or some shit, and it was him, and he had this other guy. Well, originally. It was my man Kyan. Shout out to Kyan. Royce. They was called Rolls Royce. Never forget. And you know, I heard Royce rapping. I'm like, yo, but he kind of dope though. You know what I'm saying? Like both of them was nice, but I was just more like, damn, I'm surprised my brother can rap this good.
Right.
And then as time go on, like the people that I like the I don't know, Redman, Wu-Tang, Cannabis, you know what I'm saying? The M come in the picture, all that type of shit. Like, I don't know. I was thinking maybe it's because he's my brother, but I think he rap just as good as them niggas.
Right.
Like, damn, like, okay. And but I didn't think I could do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I ain't never wrote a rap. I ain't thought about none of that shit. So I went through high school. Still no raps written. I'm just listening. Right. But I love like the lyricists. I was always into that. And when I got out of high school, it was like some years after high school, bro. It just kind of just drinking, smoking, fucking around with your homies. we freestyling, and I was always good with coming up with like the first 4 bars. And then it's all downhill from there.
The first photo.
Yeah, the first 4 was like to get a reaction.
Yeah, I got a nigga that'll come with the first 8. He gonna come with that 8.
Mm-hmm. That was me. I had that 4.
That's these right here that we about to roll.
Right. So, man, I'll start writing a couple raps. I literally had 2 raps, and I don't know how many bars because I couldn't count bars. And I was rapping that for my brother friends because, that's who I was hanging out with. And after a while, they going to him like, you heard your brother? You heard your brother rap? And he like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, shut up. So he kept hearing it from new people. So one day, shouts out to DJ Twins. We was on the east side of his lab. And one of them, I forget who, I think it was my man Toad, rest in peace. He told Royce, like, yo, you heard your brother rap yet? Right in front of me. Like, dog, he nice. Like, nigga, you better watch out. And I'm like, oh, come on now. Like, you know what I'm saying? So Royce was like, word. He looked at me and he was in the middle of a session. So we kept doing this session. Nigga, I'm sitting there. We always at the lab all night, but it got to the point where, all right, I'm out. He doing this thing. So I'm like, all right, bro, I'm out. He was like, hold on 1 second. Made me wait like another 30 minutes for him to finish. And then he was like, hold on. I want to hear you rap. I'm like, what? Yeah, go ahead, go in the booth. And he cut on the Joel Santana Dipset anthem beat, bro.
You remember that shit like
never forget it. And just, it was on spot. So I just remember going in the booth, closing my eyes, taking a deep breath, and then whatever happened. So I walked out the booth after I did that shit. I didn't hear no cheers or no woos or no nothing.
Look, he ain't want to hear you rap. You actually went in there and recorded right then and there off of the beat.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, he wanted me to just rap. Like, it wasn't nothing like he recording a verse for a mixtape. Like, he just wanted to hear me rap, and they recorded it. So I walk out the booth, and I don't know, it was like a weird vibe. Cause Royce, man, he a poker face.
Good or bad?
Yeah, I ain't know if he liked it or not.
Nigga hot butter.
Yeah, that's Royce though. Like he just stone face. Like,
if he has glasses on, you really don't know.
He do be having glasses, and he be having tint in his glasses and shit. So he was just like, okay. And then I'm like, all right. And then I dapped him up and I dipped. And I'm like, damn, I was with my man Ty. He was like, you killed it? I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't know if he liked it. Then a couple days later, he called me to come up to the lab and record. We recorded a song called My Brother's Keeper. And that was the beginning of everything Montgomery Boys related. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. That's dope.
And then I ended up going on tour with him with just 2 raps written and the song I just said. That's it. That's all the bars I got. So he would call me out on stage to just rap a cappella.
Those raps.
Yeah. Every show I spit those raps, nigga.
Hey.
And I got better and better at the delivery to it as I spit it per show. But nigga, that was and that was probably my high. My first like real high, like where the crowd go crazy and you like, oh shit, they fuck with this.
Right. So when you first wrote those raps though, when you was writing them raps, who was you thinking about? Like who was the niggas you was listening to? I heard you mention like Redman and a couple other cats, like, but like who was you like, this one right here when I'm like who was you in the mind frame of, or what beat did you write that shit to? You remember?
Man.
Because them motherfuckers must have been legendary. Because you said everybody that heard, they like, bro, did you hear your brother rap?
Yeah, you know what it is like, because if I heard those raps right now, I'd be like, man, get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? But like what what I think it was just it came out of nowhere. Nobody ever heard of me rapping or nothing like that, and then they heard it and they like, oh, it's not bad, and they probably gassed it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But they did a good job.
Well, the nigga seen the potential, whatever it was. You know what I'm saying? It kept you going.
Yeah, I did. Like I say, when the crowd went crazy for the first time, it was over.
Oh yeah, that's
I
always
need that.
That's that feeling right there.
I need that.
You need that every time. Yeah. That's what that be like, man. You said what city was you in? You said y'all was on tour when he first brought you out. Yeah. You first did it the first time.
We did the East Coast run. So I think it was Boston. It was a Boston show.
Boston. Oh yeah.
And by the time we got to New York, at that time it was like New York don't play with nobody.
Nah.
Like you gotta come with it, or they gonna boo your ass off stage. Or at least that's how it was, you know what I'm saying? That was the vibe I was getting. So that was like one of the shows where the reaction from that crowd, it was like, oh, okay, well, I could do this. Like they fucking with me. And I don't know shit at this point. I don't know how to make a song. I've never tried to. I never made a hook.
So once you got the like getting into that shit, like once you got those raps, like who was the niggas that was influencing you to kind of like be on top of that shit? Like
nigga, what, rappers?
Yeah.
See, that's the crazy thing, bro, because like I say, like all of the lyrical MCs, and when I say lyrical, I don't mean people always automatically go to the Talib Kweli, and you know what I'm saying, which I love those brothers and they super talented. But when I say a lyricist, to me, Pac was a lyricist. You know what I'm saying? They don't really talk about him in that vein for whatever reason, but he can touch on anything. That's a lyricist. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's impossible for you not to be. So yeah, anybody, you know, big, Pac, like I say, fucking from Wu-Tang to Hove and Redman to, and I just study people from not just my era, like the eras before me, what made them special, you know what I'm saying? All the way till now. And shit, I was fucking with some of everything, bro. Scarface, UGK, shout out to Uncle Bun. Shit. Ice-T, NWA, like I got older brothers, my nigga, like everything. Yeah. Anything you could think of.
Some legendary. What's some of the craziest shit you've seen like on tour with your brother and shit? Like who all was on the tour with y'all? Like was it like a big tour?
No, sir. This was like the rebirth of Royce.
Okay.
So Royce had like $1 million deal at like 21 years old. And excuse me. On top of that, the nigga got his girl, he had got his girl pregnant, his high school sweetheart. And this nigga, he was living in the crib with us. So my father was on his motherfucking head, boy, because he got a baby now too. And he talking about being a rapper. My father didn't play no games. He like a rapper. Nigga, you better wrap your ass up to that motherfucking bus stop and find you a job. So Royce was like, I'm about to go out to New York.
This shit gotta work.
And I'm gonna come back with a record deal. That's what he told my father. And this nigga, motherfucking ass, came back with a record deal, which led to $1 million deal. So it was just like, you know what I mean? I think it was kind of like destiny for that type of shit to happen, how all of that happened with him. And how could that not inspire somebody? That's my brother. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I've witnessed him do great things, not just in hip hop, but outside of it. So, you know, of course, he gonna be my inspiration.
So do that shit like I know you kind of like you in your own lane anyway, and I know y'all do collab on shit, but do that kind of put pressure on you to like really like go crazy, like go hard on this shit? Like, man, I gotta, you know what I'm saying? Shit, I gotta live up to the, you know what I'm saying, the Montgomery shit that we got going, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. Like, cause I know you got a movement too and shit, you know what I'm saying, with the alien gang shit and all of that. But
Yeah.
it's like you got your own identity and your own, you know what I'm saying, wave and lane and shit. So it's like to a degree, I know you don't want to always be looked at like, oh yeah, that's Royce brother. Nigga, you shit, nigga, you Kid Vicious, nigga. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
I used to be like that. I used to be like that because it was projected on me so much publicly. You know what I'm saying? Everybody asking me like, you know what I'm saying? Do you feel like you in Royce's shadow? And it was them putting shit in my head. But like as I've grown, I mean, bro, I don't. It ain't no pressure. It's just doing what I love to do. I'm in a good place with this shit.
Exactly.
Like, and I don't like if somebody look at me however they look at me, let them do it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because they gonna do it anyway.
And that just mean the niggas ain't tuned in. You got like, don't you got some projects that's already, you know what I'm saying? How many projects you got out of it?
Shit, I got like a 4 mixtape series called Sick'em, Volume 1 through 4. Last of the Spitters EP, The Purge, which is like 18, like 20 records or some shit like that. I'm on like damn near every Royce project. Shit. I mean, yeah, I've been working. I got some shit dropping too. The Alien Gang tape. I'm calling it the tape because it's like old school. It's like 18 joints,
Okay.
all original shit, but I'm just barring out on some of them. I ain't no hook or nothing.
That's crazy right there. You taking it back.
Old school, fuck it.
Yeah,
That's what
that's
they
crazy,
want me to
though,
do.
but that's what niggas want to hear, man.
That's
Niggas
what
want to
they
hear
want me to
bars.
do.
That's like kind of like, you know what I'm saying, from that like that battle rap wave. You know what I'm saying? It's making niggas want to hear the bars more. You know what I'm saying? As niggas getting into the battle rap more in the culture.
I love
Growing in
battle
that.
rap.
You ever thought about getting into that shit? Like, or have you ever battled?
I did one battle.
Straight up.
It was up at Club Status on 8 Mile.
Shout out to Club Status.
It was some nigga was trying to battle my brother. He kept calling my brother out. And he was with, at that time, this was, the Big Meech. You know what I'm saying? Every street nigga wanted a rapper like how Big Meech had Jeezy and shit like that. So all these street niggas running around with a rapper that they just, you know what I'm saying, that they
feel like this the nigga.
This the best nigga, yeah. So I was chilling. I was in the bed, bro. I got a call. Yo, these niggas up here talking crazy. They calling Royce out. They throwing stacks of money around and shit, saying that they'll whoop Royce in the battle. You should come up here and clean these niggas up. And I'm like, man, I'm in the bed, bro. Like, I ain't really got no time for that shit. So my brother called me. And he was like, hey.
Come on, man. You didn't even think about that, probably.
Nigga, that's pretty much how it was. He was just like, hey, you heard about them niggas up there at Status, right? I was like, yeah, he called me. He was like, go get that money. I was like, all right.
Nigga, get that motherfucking paper, man.
I went up in that motherfucking bar. You remember on wrestling, the bushwhackers when they come in, nigga? Yeah, nigga, I walk in that motherfucker like, where they at? Where they at? Right? When I walked in there, it was like everybody was shook. Like, nobody's throwing money no more. Ain't nobody talking no shit. The nigga who's the rapper was all in the corner quiet and shit. I'm like, what's up, nigga? Where the money at? Where the nigga at? Oh, we right here. We right here. You go first though. I'm like, nah, like y'all niggas was up here talking crazy. So they like, fuck it, nigga, go ahead, show this nigga. Like they had to gas him up. So he starts spitting. Rap.
Is it somebody we know or is
I
someone
doubt
else?
it.
Okay.
I doubt it. I don't even remember his name, but he could rap, but it was like it wasn't battle bars.
Okay.
So he just rapping about I flipped the brick and turned the quarter into it. Like, oh, okay, like you rapping, like it's cool, but like okay. And then it was just like when I rapped, it was just like everything was violence and like you know what I'm saying, like bro, I went crazy. People was in there looking at me like, damn. I even had the swag because you know I watch battle rap, so you know what I'm saying. I'm pointing at him and pointing at his niggas. It was just we did 3 rounds. Everybody in there said, "Get this nigga out of here." You know what I'm saying? I took that little money and went on my way, and that's my battle rap one timer.
Damn.
One off. But yeah, no, I would do it if it would just be a money thing. You know what I'm saying?
Just be shit. Niggas a bet on that shit for sure. You know what I'm saying? They got that one shit what is that? Midnight Madness and all that. Niggas be betting their own bread.
Yeah.
But I don't like it be like kind of more of the politics involved. You have to really get in there and you know what I'm saying, be with the politics and shit. But I feel like, man, off what I heard, man, because you know, I did hear that 2 snaps in a circle. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's like shit, man. It sounded like you was ready, man. You had to get in there or something, man.
I mean, like you know what I'm saying? I'm good at that shit. Like I'm good at going in like that, but to do that shit face to face, it just would have to be certain rules and boundaries set.
Yeah. How did that shit come about anyway, bro? You know what I'm saying?
With Lupe and them.
Yeah.
Shit.
From your point
where do
of
I
view.
start?
You know what I'm saying?
Like it go back to like Royce and Lupe having a podcast. We would have to go back that far. So that way you know that they got into it kinda a couple times. They didn't air it, but you know what I'm saying? Where Royce had to tell him like, yo,
don't talk like
that. Don't talk to me like that.
I seen Roy speak on that once.
You know what I'm saying? So that happened a couple times already. So fast forward a little bit, Royce he stirred up some shit because RJ Payne made a tweet saying him and Ransom is the best 2 right now. So Royce was like, shit, win. Like, prove it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, and RJ Payne done been to the lab before, you know what I'm saying? But just the rapper side of him, it caught him off guard. He didn't know where Royce was coming from with it. So it wasn't like a laugh it off type of thing. So people was just kind of like, yo, hold on, do they got something going? So for whatever reason, Mickey Fax decided that he wanted to be the guy to get everybody on the live to squash it. When it's nothing to squash, it ain't no beef. You feel what I'm saying? I guess they got on the live or whatever, they talked. And the energy was supposed to be just like me and you didn't talk. You know what I'm saying? The niggas that can rap, man, let's go. Let's get in there.
Yeah.
I noticed that when them diss records and shit start happening, I noticed that niggas was hitting niggas up like, yo, let me know. Let me know. I go. I go. I'm on go. I got 16 for them niggas. Like, let me know. Yeah. But just on a daily, the good rappers don't be like linking up doing shit together. So it was supposed to be kind of a movement where it's like, all right, well, let's start proving who the best. Let's rap together and let the fans decide who had the best verse, shit like that. It was going to be a moment in hip hop where probably we would have still been doing that right now, where the energy would have been focused on that. But it got twisted and tangled up through, you know what I'm saying, people being involved that's not solid enough to handle that position.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You're not a general, my nigga. You can't mandate, you can't put together something solid when you just not a solid type dude. Good rapper, but you ain't, you know what I'm saying? Because if something get out of control, you're not going to be able to handle it. You're not going to be able to stop it. So what you involved for? You get what I'm saying? It was just taken another way. The Miggy Facts nigga misquoted Royce to Cassidy, got Cassidy thinking Royce got a problem with him.
Oh yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Misquoted with the one shit.
Yeah, all that shit.
Some shit. Yeah.
No. So then, after that, right?
Oh, this. Okay.
When he misquoted and all of that, that was still live talk. That. Him and Royce had a conversation about that before any diss records. You know what I'm saying? Where he basically telling him like, my nigga, I don't need you to speak for me. If I wanted to diss Cassidy, I'd say fuck Cassidy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You making it seem like I'm tiptoeing around halfway dissing him, like I'm scared that, you know what I'm saying? I'm scared to diss him if I got a problem, or I'm scared to say it. It's just like, bro, that's not the type of niggas that you dealing with, bro. If it's a problem, it's no issue at all with saying it's a problem. Exactly. And nowadays, if it's really some kind of issue, we gonna get on the phone with a nigga. If we don't know him and things like that, we gonna get on the phone and figure it out. There ain't no fucking little kids. So we don't really need nobody in the middle doing all of that. This ain't high school. So that got twisted. It was weird energy from that. So then Royce and Mickey Facts got approached to battle each other.
Royce and Mickey Facts?
No, Royce and Lupe, excuse me.
Okay.
Royce and Lupe Fiasco. Lupe Fiasco turned it down. Right? The amount of money that they was offering them niggas for him to turn that down is crazy. I'ma just say I ain't never heard of no rapper even talking that kind of talk. And I tune in to Sue Surf. That nigga don't nobody talk crazier than him. I don't even hear him talking like that. So
Cass be talking crazy too.
Cass too, yeah. Him, yeah, Hitman. But I mean the numbers that niggas be saying, like, damn, they was gonna get taken care of. He turned it down, right? It didn't go out to the public. When it got out to the public, it was fucking weeks and weeks and weeks later. So I guess it came across Murder Mook and Lux's desk. They heard about it. So now it's turned now. They turned it back up. They on there saying Royce will kill Lupe. And then Lux like, no, nigga, I'm team Lupe. He'll get Royce. So I guess they energy kind of traveled around.
I seen that live too.
Yeah, and they called Lupe.
And he tapped in talking crazy.
So I'm feeling like, and I didn't see their conversation, but based off Lupe energy, it just felt like he was on there arguing with them niggas. You feel what I'm saying? Because when he came into that live, he came in turned up already. You know what I mean? And and when he came in there, he thought that Royce was saying something that he wasn't saying. And then when Royce was trying to tell him, like, yo, hold on a second. You know what I'm saying? Before you say something crazy, because you all turned up and, you know what I'm saying? Let me tell you what it really is. And he cutting them off and all that. So it was like, hey, I don't play with the B word either. No. I don't play with that word. Those is fighting words, but shit. I feel like both of them was wrong for what they did. But at the end of the day, what Royce did was a reaction. And for some reason, sometimes, some of these niggas got an issue with a nigga's reaction. They don't want to take accountability for the initial action that they did to start it. You feel what I'm saying? They want you to handle everything right, and they could fuck up. You get what I'm saying?
You throw a rock at me and I shoot at you, nigga. I don't mean that shit. I'm wrong. You threw the
Everybody
rock.
got different repercussions. Yeah. You thought I was gonna throw a rock back, and I threw a bullet. It's different. Everybody's different. So like right after that live, Lupe got on his live and was freestyling about Royce. He was saying all kind of crazy shit, but it was just like it was funny to me. You feel what I'm saying? I didn't take offense, even though he was saying certain things that could be considered offensive.
Right.
And then he recorded something like a acapella. And so Royce ended up responding with the Silence of the Lambda, which is a spinoff for those that don't know, Revenge of the Nerds. They had the Lambda, Lambda, Lambda was the nerds and all that shit. So he was playing off of that. And in that record, it wasn't a diss. It wasn't a battle rap. He was doing what he said he was gonna do, out rap whoever want to play. I'm gonna out rap them, right? So in the record, he was saying, I guess they felt like they listening for a diss record because Lupe was talking and it was freestyling in his live. They kind of fell out with each other. And they labeled it a diss record. Royce never labeled it a diss record.
Never dissed him.
So after the diss, Lupe does his diss record. And his diss record, he say certain things, I wish death on you and all of this. And he said something about me indirectly. He said I was cheerleading. So I didn't know, you know what I'm saying? Like I talked to Royce a few times and I didn't know if he was gonna rap or not. I knew he felt like I don't want to be involved in this goofy shit with these goofy guys. But I think he was just kind of like teeter-tottering because it wasn't gonna be a real beef. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
It was just gonna be like some rap shit that everybody's calling beef. And forever on his legacy, he got Lupe Fiasco and Mickey Fax attached to his legacy. And it's just like, I mean, I wouldn't really want that attached to my name. But so time goes by. I ain't hear no response. I ain't hear nobody made a phone call to apologize or nothing like that.
Right.
And then Mickey Fax and Royce end up on the live where he wants to just wiggle his ass in there again. And once again, let's go back to the Cassidy thing.
Right.
We not subliminal guys.
Nah.
If we gonna say something to you, about your family, then we gonna say, Mickey Fax, I'll shoot your kid in the head while he holding his sun chips, whatever the line was. That ain't what it was, but he questioning Royce about it. Like, again, like he that type of guy. So Royce was like, no, it wasn't about you, but you can have it. You get what I'm saying? And I'm just a different type of person. You know what I mean? I wouldn't ask you that. If you had a record or whatever, I wouldn't be like, hey, Devious, such and such is my man, and he ain't got no kids, but I do. So I was just wondering, was that line about me? You know what I mean? Like I wouldn't.
You trying to figure out a way to get involved.
Yeah. And if I felt like that, I'd just bomb. I'm not gonna come and ask for permission to respond to something I feel like I'm dissed by. You know what I mean? So he go and he do his diss record. You know, it was what it was. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to really give an opinion because people going to assume that it's based off of whatever. So, and you know, he could rap, but he just not my preference. I'll just say that. And he didn't say nothing about me, but he said shit about my brother. And I didn't have a problem with his diss record. I had a problem with how he handled the situation and how he retracted statements that him and Royce talked about and cleared up. Then when he did his diss, he talked about that shit as if, nah, nigga, you lying. You just don't want to admit it.
So pretty much, I look at it like this. Nigga, it was between Royce and Lupe. Shit. His mans jumped in. Shit, nigga, it's my brother, nigga. I'ma jump in, motherfucker. Simple
Yeah.
as that. In a rap way.
Yeah, I mean,
It's only right.
I don't know why somebody would expect any different. It's just the only reason why it didn't happen sooner is because I didn't know exactly what was going on. I just usually try to give shit time. And if no phone calls is made within a certain amount of time, then I guess it ain't gonna be nothing then. So fuck them. And that's what I said. I gave Lupe because I don't hate the nigga or nothing like that. I just felt like, number one, y'all diss records ain't all that dissy, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Y'all niggas rapping. Lupe shit, I didn't like it all.
I don't really care for Lupe. Mickey Facts be going though.
Mickey Facts can rap.
Crazy.
He just corny. I'm just being honest. You know what I'm saying? He just corny. When I hear him, I say, okay, he can rap, and that's the high of it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I can't vibe with it because I know he ain't like nobody who. But like I say, bro, I recorded that shit easy, bro. I just needed to know it wasn't gonna be nothing, so I recorded it and I put it out.
Put it out there.
My brother just went like this. I was like, hey.
It is what it is, man.
You know what I'm saying? And then shit, yeah, my shit, everybody, I was getting so many phone calls, bro. So many DMs, and everybody wasn't going public with it because they don't want to be involved in the middle. I get it, but that was just me getting it off my chest, though.
That was crazy. I know it was a lot of shit behind that. I personally know certain situations where niggas was, yeah, such and such is my people, so I'm gonna have to put a diss track out on dog. And then, like, nah, man.
Yeah. I mean,
but
let's go back one more time. Lupe dissed me. He dissed me first.
Yeah.
I ain't argue with him or nothing. I end up in his live too, right? So I was in his live like, you ain't apologized yet, man. And he seen it and he was like, apologize? Why do I gotta apologize? And I was like, I'm giving you 24 hours. And he was like, hold on, let me pull you up. So he acted like he was pulling me up, but didn't pull me up. I'm like, I'm here. Where we at? So he ended up pulling Immortal Technique up.
Immortal Technique?
You know, Immortal Technique don't play all that beefing, you know what I'm saying? All that shit.
What's
he was
crazy?
Just like, man,
I got a song with Immortal Technique that I never heard, bro. That's crazy. Me and Mo Dirty and Swave Sever.
Shouts out to Mo Dirty and Swave Sever, man. I talked to Swave Sever before that shit.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
yeah, I talked to him. He was one of the people that I talked to.
That's crazy.
I respect Swave. I know, you know what I mean? He got
that's my guy, man.
He was, you know, he one of my favorite battle rappers, but he, you know what I mean? He always got a real vibe from and even when we met once that I could remember and was chopping it up.
Yeah, he got Detroit ties.
I fuck with him, man. Poison Pen. Shout out to Poison Pen.
Yeah, shout out to Poison Pen too. That boy. Shout out to that nigga.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. That's dope, man. Well, that's an interesting story, man, because you said that 2 snaps in a circle. That's how that's a crazy name. What was the inspiration behind that name? Doug of the song.
Man. To be honest, I mean, shit. That's just how I viewed him. You know what I'm saying? Honest, like that's how I view them. I think they can rap. But at the end of the day, like y'all need to be just careful with how y'all move with the rapping. because it could lead into other things. And I never said I was gonna do nothing or Royce was gonna do nothing. I'm just speaking. I was just speaking in general, cause y'all niggas got fans and shit. And it's like, bro, at y'all age, y'all supposed to move correctly.
Right.
If I'm Lupe Fiasco with my accomplishments and things like that, I don't see why I wouldn't want to put in a phone call. You get what I'm saying? Especially if it's tension. We ain't got a beef to do a battle rap, bro.
Right. Why
But
not? It's a bag. But niggas be looking at it like, nah, man, I want to keep my lyricism a mystery on if I'm better than this person or not. So I ain't gonna challenge it with that. I don't know. That's
dog,
it
I
could
reach
be
out to
anything, bro.
everybody. I reach out to everybody that you can think of that can rap. You know what I'm saying? Probably about 30% of them actually come through with some bars.
With some bars. So who some of the nicest niggas that you could say you done worked with so far?
Like personally, shit. From John Connor is it's crazy to me. He used to work with Dr. Dre, and I seen his journey, so it's different. You get what I'm saying? I seen how he grew, and I love the nigga. He just one of them dudes that if you beef with him, it's something fucked up with your brain.
Oh yeah, people like that.
Um, Conway, I fuck with Conway. Mm, Ty Ferris,
Time fair, shout out time.
and you got Catchphrase and Gypsy, all. I don't even know what to call this nigga now. That nigga Fat Father done lost. He done
They
turned
call him,
into
they call him the fit father
Fit
now.
Father. So I don't
Yeah.
know if that's officially his name, but man, just understand, my G. I'm proud of you, dog. You turned your whole shit around. That's a big
what's up,
inspiration
man.
to a lot of people. For sure, for sure. Salute to him. And that nigga, he's so underrated.
Yeah, Marv was talking about that nigga when he was here.
Yeah, he underrated. And his whole shit is like being a good father. That's his whole style.
That's
You know what
dope.
I'm saying? It's crazy. But I don't know. I can name a bunch of motherfuckers, man. But
So you done worked with a lot of motherfuckers. Who's some people that you haven't worked with that you like? I gotta work with this person. I gotta work with
you know what? One thing about me, bro, and this probably slowed up some things for me. I like for things to happen more organic
Yeah.
than me just being like, hey, you know what I mean? Let's send me a verse. I prefer for you to come up to the lab.
Yeah,
We chop
yeah,
it up,
definitely.
kind of build a little bit of a vibe before we do a record, or we just vibe and don't do a record. You know what I'm saying? Another day may bring the record, but I mean, I feel like some of the people I'm gonna name, I could have got features from already, but it would have took a favor for you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Versus some organic shit. Like I like that shit
Yeah,
organically, man. So that way the shit come natural. You gotta really just force some shit, or I'm gonna just do this like this.
yeah. I feel like
Even
it'd be a clash when it's
yeah.
like that. Like, but I fuck with Benny, man. I got a record that I want him to get on. I got Street Lord Wine on that joint, and I think it's gonna be
Yeah,
it's different.
that's crazy.
It's different.
But
It's
yes,
different,
Killer
different.
Ron on that.
Who else, man? You got me thinking about Detroit right now. It's this one dude named Devious, man. I've been trying to get on the record too. That I want one day. One day I'm gonna get him on some shit.
Oh yeah, man, definitely ASAP
Cause
Monday.
you underrated too. You underrated too, cause you got like it's this thing where when a nigga, like some niggas can rap, But some niggas, you can tell while they rapping that they know some shit. They done been through some shit. They done been around some niggas that done been through the shit. Like it's the lingo, everything, the confidence, the swag. It's different. So you got the street shit, but you can step in the ring with any of the so-called hip hop niggas and do what you do and still be considered lyrical, still, you know what I'm saying, got the punchlines and all that shit.
That's what I try to bring, but like fucking with you, certain niggas that I know that like when I do a record with or something like that, I know I'm gonna have to get it in my lyrical bag so I can, you know what I'm saying? Because it's some cats that I feel like, yeah, if I get on there with these niggas, I gotta do some test runs first.
I mean, it ain't no rules, bro.
But
it ain't no rules. Dog, why you get me naming
good,
people? Now I feel like, you know what I'm saying? Now I feel like I done left some people out and all that type of shit. But I want to work. I just want to work. You know what I'm saying? Of course, I got certain people who I feel like I is a if I could get on the record with them and survive, and that's another belt, like a black belt. Like I feel like having to fight Royce, I could get my black belt, but you know what I'm saying? I had to get with Conway. He, you know what I'm saying? Like that nigga, he was chopping shit up and you know the John Connors and all that. But I do want that Black Thought verse. I do want that Black Thought. Hey, big homie, big homie. It ain't nothing like that. It ain't like I'm a nigga. I'm gonna kill Black Thought. I want to test my strength.
Hey,
that's pretty much it.
Bro.
I ain't never heard nobody like. I ain't never heard him play with nobody. He ain't never lollygagged on the record.
I'm trying to think who did he have a song with where it was him and somebody else, man, and they was going. I was like, damn.
You heard the one with him and Benny?
I will after the day.
And then you got certain people that feel like, yo, Black Thought is the final level type lyricist. So, you know, Benny's still up and coming. You know what I mean? He gonna smoke that nigga. Nah, bro. It was just two different vibes that was both dope.
Yeah. Like it'd be certain niggas that I know from the city where you would really have to, like, you know what I'm saying? You have to get in your bag. Like niggas like you, Royce, motherfucking Elzai, like y'all niggas, y'all three alone right there. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all kind of like some of the lyrical kind of cats that I respect y'all pen, man, when it come to that type of, you know what I'm saying? Beretta, you know what I'm saying? Niggas like that come with, you know what I'm saying? But for the most part, dog, I think that like them the niggas that's.
I feel like I learned from so many different people though, dog. I learned from so many people that you wouldn't even like. I learned from Blade. I learned from fucking Big Herc, and these the dudes I seen tearing Detroit the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? So it was just like you learn from what you see. I was like, you didn't have to be Mr. Lyrical. You get what I'm saying? You had to, like, these dudes was telling a story. These dudes was talking street shit and coming up with punchlines behind it. Like, man, when I heard Rock Bottom and Street Lord Wine, I'm just like we ain't the only niggas rapping around this motherfucker. That's for sure. You know what I'm saying? It was just like, what? Like these dudes is rapping like this. Like, where the fuck are they getting this from? Because it was different from how Royce was doing it. I knew who we was listening to, but I'm like, who's inspiring these niggas?
Right, and that's what I always felt like. It always been like three brackets of like Detroit rap. It'd be like the all the way hip hop niggas, then it'd be like the all the way street niggas, then it'd be the niggas that be kind of like in the middle between the hip hop and the street a little bit.
Facts.
Nah, it's like
that's it.
The whole wave is kind of like damn near trying to be like more on the street but in the middle a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But it's like it's
You know who I
crazy.
like,
But then
dog?
it be who the
Sada.
solid, yeah, he creative.
I just like him because I feel like he just be having fun and he be just pushing the envelope. He just be trying shit. You get what I'm saying? And I feel like he could be around a long time doing that. He just comfortable. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I respect that. Somebody who not necessarily a bar spitter, but you know what I'm saying?
He got
He
styles.
say
He
he
the
be on doing
styles. He
certain
the
shit,
style.
man.
That nigga like a Detroit Rick James or some shit, man.
I could dig it. I could dig it. I just, I like Vezo. I like all of these dudes though, man, because I feel like Detroit. That's what make Detroit Detroit. Like I don't feel like we ever had an era where we was whack. We
No, niggas just
always,
wasn't hip.
yeah, we all. It
But
was never a downtime for Detroit. Really, we always had niggas. We just never really got that look like that.
yeah, it was like the people that was hip, niggas take certain shit from us and then, you know what I'm saying, it'll go somewhere else and pop. So
Easier,
like that.
much easier. But Detroit is different. Like it seemed like Detroit want the nigga from the hood that sold dope, killed niggas, get money, got the jewelry, got the bitches, got the cars, got the respect, got the power, but won't go mainstream. He just gonna keep it in the hood. He just gonna always shine in the hood alone. And shit, I don't think, I think they realized they were never gonna get that. And shit. But we got some hitters, bro. We
Definitely.
got some hitters.
So when you jump in the whip or you listening to something right, like what you listening to right now? Like,
Rap.
yeah. Shit, either or. You know what I'm saying? Just period. Because, niggas be inspired. There be some niggas that, man, I don't even want to hear no rap right now. I got to
Yeah,
hear
that's
some
me.
R&B type shit, give the nigga whole vibe,
Yeah.
feeling good. And then I can get into the, you know what I'm saying? But
Bruno Mars and Anderson .Paak. I'm going to leave the door open.
Bruno Mars and Anderson
Love
.Paak.
it. I love it. It's old school kind of vibe. But I don't like, man, I don't be wanting to sound like, the old nigga or nothing, man. But like, I don't necessarily I understand it, but I can't decide who is hot before they blow up when they rap like that. Because to me, they all
sound
rap the same. It's the same beat, the same cadence. If it sound like the same rapper, I'm going crazy, bro.
Who hot?
So you know what I mean? I don't
like,
be knowing.
how you know this nigga ain't the hot nigga? Hey, nah, man, that nigga ain't shit. Nigga, this the nigga that you, but he sound like this nigga.
Yeah, I'm out of it. And shit. All of them gang banging and shit now. I don't be knowing nothing. Cause I don't really know Detroit necessarily for that. Or
yeah, it's a world now, man. I ain't gonna hold you, man.
it's definitely real now.
Wild.
Yeah. It's definitely real now. And they not gonna play with you about it.
Hell no. Shit.
But yeah, man, that shit is. But that's why I fuck with the youth mentor type shit. I want to talk to some of these young boys, and you know what I'm saying. We'll see how tough he is, real quick.
So what? So what's that about, though? What you guys
It's just
with that?
I'm starting up like a youth mentorship where we just do shit like we get with the young people and teach them, um, you know, life skills. You know what I'm saying? The shit that school won't teach you, financial literacy early. You know what I mean? Like by the time you're 21, your credit will be good. You can do things.
Right.
You can travel. You know what I'm saying? You can. It's just normalizing it. You know what I'm saying? And when I said, see how tough you are, like mentally tough, physically tough, we train. You know what I'm saying? We have people sit and talk with different people, from entertainers, boxers. You know what I'm saying? Like if you a tough guy, you in school fighting and shit, like, well, let's see how tough you are. Like put the gloves on, try to make something out of it. You know what I'm saying? You may do a couple months of training and nigga.
You might really be something out of it. Yeah, that's dope, man. That's dope.
Yep. So just that type of shit amongst the rap mentorship and stuff like that.
Yeah, for sure. So shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna hold you too much. You got somebody you want to shout out before you get out of here, anything like that?
Oh shit. Shout out Heaven Studio. Royce 5'9", Street Lord Juan, Heaven Studio. What up, Sal? Alien Gang. Oh, hold on. I gotta show. Shouts out to my man Mark Sophia, Leaf and Bud Dispensary. Shouts out to the craft farmer. This the Warheads right here.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? He wanted me to try this out, and I tried it. I know how I feel about it, but I want Devious to try it. You know what I'm saying? And if I get his approval, I know it's official.
Okay.
Shouts out to Glove Love. What up, T? Shit. Detroit home team, my man Arden. Shouts out to Detroit in the basement, bro. Thank you for having me. I always enjoy running my damn mouth, as you can see, smoking, drinking.
Man. For sure, man. Hey, I appreciate you coming through, man, kicking it. You see where we at, man, what we got going on. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying, we probably get Royce or somebody in here to kick some knowledge about, you know what I'm saying, his up and coming travels and shit, man. Till then, man, y'all stay tuned, man. This is the Green Room Podcast, Detroit, man. Like, share, and subscribe and all that shit. Y'all see the spaceships. If you look over there, it's an alien peeking and shit down there and shit. You know what I'm saying?
That was my people, so I ain't tripping.
Yeah, salute, man. Yeah, man. That's what it is.